What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich, and I have my friend Nishlin here from South Africa, and we're doing 5 questions with Dominic Rich. Nishlin, how are you doing today, bro?
Good, thanks, brother. Good, thanks.
So you came up with 5 questions for me, and you're ready to do this.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, so go ahead. First question.
Who's gonna have the bigger impact on the Premier League? Gareth Bale at Tottenham, Thiago Alcantara at Liverpool, or James Rodriguez at Everton?
Very good question. Very good question. So the way I'm going to answer this question, I'm going to do it by elimination.
Okay.
I can't. This is somewhat of a prediction. But this is my opinion of how I'm going to assess things. So I'm going to go with eliminating Gareth Bale at Tottenham first. I don't think the impact that Bale would have at Tottenham would be as great as the impact that Thiago would have at Liverpool or James would have at Everton. So I'm just going to put Bale at the side there. There would be a lot of, he's not fully fit. There's the whole golf situation. He's there on loan. There'll be talk whether he's going to stay or whether he could perform at the levels he did when he was there previously or the levels he performed when they won the 3 Champions League in a row at Real Madrid. So I'm going to say Gareth Bale, semi-flop at Spurs. I would like him to do good, don't get me wrong, but right now, I don't think he is going to have that great effect as Thiago and James Rodriguez. So
I totally agree.
So I'm glad you do. So 2, Thiago, 45 minutes for Liverpool, and he has shown us what he's capable of doing. He set a record, completing more passes than any Chelsea player in 45 minutes. So he has already shown us what he's going to bring to the table for Liverpool.
Definitely.
He is a game changer, no doubt. No doubt. And it's really, I need more games. To be honest. But Liverpool does not need a lot more improvement like, for example, an Everton. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the question is bigger impact. Thiago will have an impact. But who would have the bigger impact, in my opinion, I think is James Rodriguez at Everton, like he has shown us in 2 matches so far. The man has been amazing for Everton.
Yeah, I agree with you in terms of what you just said, the bigger impact. Like you said, Thiago's going to have an impact. And Liverpool have been at that standard, that level for the past 2-3 seasons, right?
Exactly.
But the signing of James Rodriguez potentially puts Everton in a category where they could make top 8 or top 6.
Correct.
And that's big.
2 wins in 2 for Everton. And James has been really good. He scored a goal in the last game, picked up an assist. And that assist was stupendous, I'm telling you. So,
even in the first game, if Richarlison could have finished the chances he got, James would have had 2-3 assists easily.
Exactly. So, so just to reiterate to the people, not saying Thiago won't have an impact. I'm not saying that Bale won't have an impact, but I think that James Rodriguez would be that bigger impact player amongst the new signings.
And I totally, I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm a diehard Liverpool fan, and I absolutely love the Thiago signing. But like you say, who's going to have the bigger impact? And Thiago, yes, he might make us win the league, and we've done it already. But James at Everton, top 4, top 6, Europa Champions League, it's a reality now for them.
Yep, it is. It is.
So that's amazing. And
so what's the second question you got?
Oh, so the past weekend we've seen a new centre-back partner for Big Verge. So what do you think about Fabinho partnering Van Dijk throughout the season?
Well, the only reason why he partnered Van Dijk because it's the injuries to Gomez and Matip and the fact that Lovren left and Liverpool are yet to replace Lovren up until
Definitely.
now. So
Yeah.
Klopp said Fabinho played at centre back in the past, and I could remember when he played at centre back, he on FIFA Ultimate Team they give him a team of the week card. That's how good he was, and he
Yeah.
was good again. And then he did come off the bench in a game against Lincoln to partner young Reece Williams for the remainder of the
Yeah.
game. So Fabinho, he presents himself as a viable option for Klopp in the
Yeah.
absence of the aforementioned Matip and Gomez. And in my
Yeah.
opinion, he did pretty good. He did pretty good. And
Excellent.
he is a very, capable player. He's very, very versatile. He played right back on many occasions for Monaco and for Brazil. So
Yeah.
why not? Why not? But is Klopp gonna do it? Is Fabinho gonna stay fit for the duration of the season? Because we know he had his fitness issues last season and his form kind of fell off a bit. So I think it would be somewhat of a risk, being that he's not a natural center back. But if you have to do it, why not? If he consistently performs well, why not? You understand what I'm saying?
I get you, and the test is really gonna come on Monday when they face Arsenal, because he's most likely to play centre back. And
Well,
going against Aubameyang is a test and a half.
look, I was actually mentioning that in my live stream. I said that if Fabinho, right, played the game against Chelsea, who's one of the better Premier League teams, and he did such a great job,
Yeah.
why not play
Yeah.
him in the next game? Why would you risk bringing in Gomez, who is on his way back to full fitness? Why would you risk him in a big
Yeah.
game like the Arsenal match, where
I
Arsenal
agree.
beat Liverpool twice in their last two games? You
You
understand?
know, I go back to a couple of seasons ago where Crystal Palace was our bogey team, where we'd always get a poor result against them. Arsenal have become our bogey team, where
Well, we can say that in the last two games, yeah.
where you'd think it's an easy game, but they really really stick it and they show you that we're gonna challenge you.
Definitely.
And the reason why I'm looking at Fabinho at centre back is because if you look at the way he plays the game, right? He has at centre back, he now has a full view of the entire pitch.
Yep.
Right? As well as you must remember there's this thing about Gini Wijnaldum leaving at the end of the season, all of that.
Yeah.
Allowing Fabinho to play centre back frees up a space in midfield for Gini Wijnaldum.
But that also frees up a space in the midfield for that gives Klopp less of a conundrum. The fact that he has Keita, Henderson, Thiago,
Klopp
and
has got
Gini Wijnaldum there as well. So it gives Klopp less of a headache. But then you give guys like Joe Gomez headache because he won't be featuring from the start in most games, or there could be a rotation policy going on there. But the thing, if you're playing Fabinho at centre back, you don't want to be playing him at centre back then CDM, then centre back, then CDM. You see what I'm saying?
No, I think he should stay at centre back.
I think he just may stay at centre back for a while because you know why? Klopp gave us all the indication in the Lincoln City game where he could have actually brought on young Sepp Vandenberg when Van Dijk at halftime, because when you really look at it, Liverpool are 4-0 up at halftime. They already won the game.
Yeah.
You brought on Sepp Vandenberg, but what did Klopp do? He brought on Fabinho, which gives us an indication that that's the direction he want to take, and maybe avoid spending money on an Ozan Kabak or another alternative for Lovren.
That's true.
Yep.
And if I look at the performance against Timo Werner is one of the most dangerous forwards in world football at the moment.
Yep.
With his pace, and Fabinho literally shut him down in the game.
Yep. Fabinho had him in his pocket.
So that's why I say against Arsenal, let's see if you can do it with Oba. I think we found a new centre back at Liverpool, eh?
Definitely. Three.
Okay, let's go on to Man City, your
Mhm.
team. They
Yeah.
linked with a number of centre backs across Europe, eh? Diego Carlos, Jose Jimenez, Jules Koundé. They're all backup for Koulibaly though. So who would you go for?
To be honest, to be completely honest, Koulibaly is the man I want. Koulibaly is the guy I want. Listen, I don't want to set up for no backup, but it seems as if
Mm.
City are unwilling to meet Napoli's 75 million euro evaluation. I think it's in euros or not pounds, 75
Yeah,
million
it's in
euros.
Euros.
Yep. And Napoli want their money up front, I think. I don't think there's
Mm.
no installments, anything. Napoli
Yeah.
want their money. The bulk share their money up front.
Mm.
So with
What you
City
say?
unwilling to pay that type of money, because if you check, City don't pay that type of money for players, It's like
Yeah,
around
it's
that
crazy.
region, but in the 60s.
Mm.
So City probably looking to pay around 65 million tops. So with
Yeah.
Koulibaly being 75, they say, let's try a Juice Kunde, who has been very impressive for Sevilla. Sevilla has
It really
been,
has.
yes, Sevilla has been very good.
I mean,
And
last
yeah,
night,
yeah,
both Jules Koundé and Diego Carlos played excellently. I've never seen Bayern, that Bayern team
mhm.
struggle against an opposition like that.
They
You
handled
know,
Bayern well. They did their thing because you
they
couldn't.
did.
It's like if it's someone, for example, if there's someone who's watching Bayern for the first time, they won't
Yeah,
understand. But if you know Bayern Munich, they're a free scoring team. They put 8 past Schalke, 8 past Barcelona. So for a
yeah,
team like Sevilla to actually handle them, they could have
they
actually
had
won
it.
the game if they were more clinical, and
Yeah,
if the goalkeeper decision making was a little better,
better.
they won the game.
Yeah,
So
easily.
Kunde was a big part of that. I like him, to be honest, but I want Koulibaly, man. I
I
want
know, and I agree with you in terms of if you look at it's Liverpool and City all the time. If
Mhm.
you look at Liverpool's situation, it suits Klopp to go and get a young centre back, but it suits Pep to go and get an experienced centre back at the back. You'll need a leader, you
Listen,
know.
we need something. We need something now. I know
Yeah,
Kunde is for the future, and he is
Koulibaly is now.
he's very good. But what I
Yeah,
need is something to do the job for me right now because of the situation
exactly.
that we're in. What happened
I
last
agree with
season?
you.
What happened last season? It could happen again. And if you
It
have a
could
Koulibaly, I would feel more comfortable.
not only more comfortable, but as a keeper, and from a keeper's perspective, Edison can now know that this guy is going to marshal this back line, and I don't have to worry. I just have to focus on
Yeah.
my game and make my saves. I mean, Edison can pull out a spectacular save out of nowhere. And he did that when Vinny Company was there. You know, he did that,
Look,
and
we lost an experienced center back, and in my opinion, you need a experienced man like Koulibaly at the back. It would be
you
good for the
do
league. I want to see Koulibaly at City. Let's move on to number 4.
same. Okay,
Koulibaly. Look,
so
I like Jules Kunde. If we
I
get
know, I
Kunde,
know.
I'll be good. But Sevilla
Yeah.
wants their money as well. Sevilla don't want
Mm,
55 to 60. They want 65 million euros. And
mm.
let's see if that deal goes through.
Okay, wait. Now that that's out there, how about Milan Skriniar from Inter Milan for 60 million euros?
You see, that's the thing. That news is confusing. It seems like City's interest in Milan Skriniar just went away because if they want 60 million for Milan Skriniar and then City bid 60 mil for our 55 to 60 for Jules Kunde, it's kind of
Mm.
confusing, right? So
Yeah.
if Man City are still in for Skriniar, who knows? Maybe they'll just announce welcome to City Skriniar. and then you're like, oh, whoa, where did that come
Yeah.
from? I don't know, but
They'll pull a
that one,
Jota. They'll pull a Jota.
yeah, that one is kind of conflicting there. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. So number 4, right? Have Man City strengthened enough to compete with Liverpool this season, given that they've lost Leroy Sané and Vinny Company over the past 2 seasons and haven't really replaced them? Torres is good, but Sané was a game changer when he came onto the pitch.
Well, look, maybe maybe you're still reminiscing about last season. You know what I mean? Because last season we basically did not have Company and we didn't have Sane.
Mm,
You understand? And you saw what happened. These players were seasoned Man City players who
big
played
time.
week in, week out, whether Sane came off the bench or not.
Mm,
These guys were part of this winning team that won back-to-back titles. And you
yeah.
saw the absence of Sane. You saw what it did. So Ferran Torres, he is a good player, but he is not Sane. See what I mean? Look at what
Yeah.
Sane is doing for Bayern Munich right now. Sane looks good
Crazy.
for Bayern Munich. And
He looks top form.
just think about, we had this guy.
Yeah. He
You
was there.
understand? We had him and we lost him because we failed to keep him happy. Do you play FIFA?
Yeah. I play FIFA.
You know, when you're playing FIFA and you have that guy in your team who's really good, but you have other good guys, and like you try to play everybody, but then this guy comes messaging you, boss, I need to play, boss, I need to play, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know he's there, you know he's good, but you forget him. And I think that's what happened with Sane. I think Pep kind of, Sterling is scoring, you have Mahrez, you have Bernardo, but then Sane, why not? What happened to Sane? Play him to the center sometimes, Play him because Bayern right now, at Bayern, he's playing as a center forward sometimes in the game. You see him drifting in.
Yeah,
so
all of them, they rotate. They rotate, the 3 of them.
So have City strengthened enough to compete with Liverpool? Well, we don't even know yet because the transfer window is still open.
Yeah.
So if City bring in a Koulibaly, that could be enough strength to actually compete. Could we compete the way we are right now? Yes, we can, but we just have to finish off our games. The games we have, handle business. When we meet Liverpool, handle business and just keep focus, Focus on what we have to do. Focus on what we have to do, not focus on Liverpool and what they're doing or whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about me per se. I'm talking about the players. I'm talking about focus on the job at hand, get it done, take it one day at a time. Players have to
play your game and play to the best of your ability.
Players have to step up and do what they have to do, because in the absence of Company, there was still Stones, there was still Otamendi, and these guys didn't step up. In terms of Sane, he's an X factor type player. Come off the bench, you couldn't replace him. He's special. You see what I mean? He's the Bundesliga best signing this summer.
I think he's the best signing across the transfer window this summer, in all honesty.
Well, opinions may vary, but it's an outgoing for me, so I can't really judge it that way. So I'm gonna just keep it in terms of Germany. For Germany, I think he's the best signing in the whole German league.
I agree with you. I agree.
So last but not least,
number 5, the big Manchester United. Okay, are Manchester United wasting precious time and money in the transfer window by pushing for Sancho, where they could bring in a left back, example Alex Telles, a centre back Milan Skriniar, and an alternative to Sancho like a Leon Bailey, instead for the same price tag?
Well, it goes back to you want what you want. See what I mean?
Yeah.
You want what you want. Forget about the other players. This is what I want. This is what I have in my eyesight. This is what I want. I want him. I want him. A spoiled kid. I want him. I want. That's what I want. Okay? I don't want nothing else. Forget it. Don't give me that. Don't give me the water. I want juice. Okay? You
Yeah,
see what I'm saying? And that's a
yeah,
that's a situation
on.
because when you really think about it, right?
Mm,
United, do they need a Sancho? I don't think they need a Sancho, to be
I
honest.
also don't think so.
They don't, because if you look, Greenwood did a great job last season. The way
He
they
did.
play, you have Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, you have Donny van de Beek, you have Fred, you have Mata still at the club, you got
Mm,
Matic, you have all these. Sancho, where's he gonna play? In the Greenwood position, maybe over at
yeah,
the right side of the front three.
yeah.
You have
He'll play
Martial,
there.
you have Martial, you have Rashford. These guys need to step up. They did well last season, but is Sancho gonna be Man United's savior? I don't think so.
I also
Because
don't think so.
is he Dortmund's savior?
No.
He's not. He's
At
doing
Dort
well. He's doing
at
well.
Dortmund, it's a team performance.
Yeah, but he's doing well, but he is not doing well enough to take Dortmund over the line to that next level. It's just,
Yeah,
oh yeah, a lot of goals, a lot of assists. But where are the trophies? Where's the silverware? Nowhere.
yeah,
Nowhere to be found. So,
yeah. Like,
wait. I think Sancho is a good player, but is he
mm,
that impact player that's going to take Man United to the next level and start winning them trophies again? Maybe, but for me, to be honest, I'm gonna say no, because if you do some proper recruitment, I'm pretty
mm.
sure you could bring in a player who could do a better job than Sancho. But
Yeah.
For Sancho, I think it's more about image, the fact that he's English, he's young, and
Yeah,
you know the fact that he is England's future. And when you really look at it, he used to be a City player. How is that going to look for him to go to United like that?
uh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So for me, look, I don't have anything against Sancho. I like Sancho at Dortmund and all, but is he the answer for United's woes and their problems? I'm gonna say no, because you're not gonna
Yeah,
go and spend that type of money on Jadon Sancho and then
mm.
you have a shitty defense.
Yeah.
You see?
If I look at United as a whole, what's the point scoring 5 goals when there's a chance you concede six at the back? And
Exactly.
the problem is, um, Ole is not a tactician. He doesn't know how to operate his current squad of players that he has now.
Look,
You
let's
know,
just conclude. We're not gonna even go into that too much. Let's just conclude that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not the best coach. He's not the best coach.
yeah,
He
I
might be a good
agree.
manager. He might be a good manager, but he's not the best
Mm,
coach in terms of improving the football on the pitch. You see what
yeah,
I'm saying?
man.
And when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was brought in, he was brought in as a band-aid option, and then they decided to keep him because of the great start that he got with the club.
Yeah, like everyone has that purple patch in football where they're on the up. I mean, look at, for example, Tammy Abraham last season had that purple patch where he just scored goals and goals and goals. United had that purple patch when Bruno Fernandes came in.
Yep.
Switch changed up everything. And from there, it went on. And right now, at the moment, it's not working for them because they need to find that again.
Well, it's not working yet. It's not working at the moment. The first game, we are
Yeah,
judging from the first match. That's just one game. So we're gonna see. We went
we'll
across
see.
3-4 games, we could make that conclusion.
Yeah, man.
But Sancho, they've made the latest bid for about 90 million pounds, I think.
Yeah, that's
Or
that's the
euros.
latest coming out today.
I don't know what the currency is, but
Pounds, 90 million pounds.
pounds. Dortmund want their money, you know what I'm saying? Or they want to keep their player. That's just it.
Yeah,
You either pay or you don't get the player.
yeah. Sancho doesn't have to leave. He's there for 3 more years. You know,
Exactly.
they don't
So
have to sell him.
you know when you want something really bad, but you don't have the money now, what do you do?
Yeah,
What do you do?
you have to sacrifice, right?
You save. You save up
But
till next year.
you see, the problem is next year your teams will be in a better financial situation. So your Liverpools, your Real Madrids, your Barcelonas, your Juventus, they'll all have the income to bring in a Jadon Sancho next season.
Well,
Right now, at the moment,
we don't know that. We don't know. You see what's going on in the world right now. We don't know. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? But all I'm saying,
yeah,
if you can't afford him now, just wait. Just see
yeah,
what happens.
but
See what happens this season. If you're like, oh my God, we didn't do great. We do need Sancho. Just wait.
then go and bring him. Yeah,
You do look. If they want Sancho regardless. If they do well, they could say Sancho would add depth to the squad. Bring him in still. If you don't do well, bring him in still. You need him. They just want him.
yeah,
But if you want him, you got to pay the money. Simply put. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
Nishin, man, it's been real. Great questions. Guys, if you have
Awesome stuff,
any
brother.
questions for me, come up with 5 questions. You hit me up through my email, Twitter, if you're interested in doing this, and we could do something just like this. So if you're new, hit the subscribe button, like the video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you very much, Nishlin, for coming on the show.
Awesome, brother.
Nishlin, all the way from South Africa, man. Appreciate it. You have anything you want to say to anybody? You want any shout outs or anything?
Guys, just enjoy the 2021 season and hit me up on the Football Niche on Instagram and Twitter.
Football niche. Okay, good. You don't want to shout out to your mom, bro? You don't want to give your dad a shout out?
No.
Hey, dad. Hey, mom.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Mom. How you doing?
But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace out. Rich Squad.